Mastering Hyperlinks in Web Development. In this presentation, we will explore the power of HTML hyperlinks, their importance in web navigation, and how to create and style them effectively. By the end of this session, you will have a solid understanding of how hyperlinks function in web development and how to leverage them to enhance the user experience of your projects. What are hyperlinks? A hyperlink, or simply a link, is a digital reference that allows users to navigate from one document to another or to specific sections within a document. Hyperlinks are fundamental to the web, enabling the interconnectedness of information and facilitating seamless navigation for users. The importance of hyperlinks. Navigation hyperlinks allow users to easily move between pages and sections, enhancing the overall user experience. User experience. Well-placed and clearly defined links improve the usability and accessibility of a website. SEO hyperlinks can boost search engine optimization by connecting relevant content and improving site structure. HTML links, also known as hyperlinks, are essential elements that connect web pages, sections within a page, downloadable files, email addresses, and more. They are created using the anchor tag, which is one of the most fundamental and widely used elements in web development. Creating hyperlinks in HTML, the A tag. Use the A tag to create hyperlinks. The href attribute specifies the destination URL, while the visible link text goes between the opening and closing tags. Basic link syntax. The basic syntax for creating a hyperlink HTML is href text A tag. Defines the hyperlink href attribute. Specifies the destination URL, link text. The text that users will click on. Default link styles unvisited blue and underlined, visited purple and underlined, active red and underlined when clicked. Key link attributes. href. The most crucial attribute. Ref specifies the URL of the link page or resource. It can be a full web address, a relative path, or even an anchor link within the same page target. This attribute determines where the link document will open when clicked. Title. The title attribute provides additional information about the link, which is displayed as a tooltip when the user hovers over it. Rel indicates the relationship between the current document and the linked document. Rel target attribute values self-opens in the same tab. Blank opens in a new tab or window. Parent opens in the parent frame. Top opens in the full body of the window. Types of HTML links. External links to other websites. Internal links within the same site. In-page jumps to sections on the same page. Download prompts file download. Email opens the user's email client. Internal hyperlinks. These links navigate users within the same website, connecting different pages or sections. External hyperlinks. These links redirect users to external websites, providing access to additional information or resources. Anchor hyperlinks. Also known as fragment identifiers, these links direct users to specific sections within the same page. Text hyperlinks. These links use clickable text to navigate to other pages or websites. Image hyperlinks. These links utilize an image to direct users to a new location. Email hyperlinks. These links open the user's email client to send a message to a specific email address. Styling hyperlinks. With CSS hyperlinks can be styled using CSS to match the overall design and branding of your website. CSS allows you to style hyperlinks in a variety of ways, making them both visually appealing and user-friendly. You can control their color, background, font, underline, and even add effects like transitions or animations. Common CSS properties for styling links include: color sets the text color of the link. Text decoration controls the appearance of underlines or other decorations. Font weight adjusts the boldness of the link text. Background color. Applies a background color to the link hyperlinks and user experience. Clear navigation, well-placed hyperlinks help users easily move between pages and find the information they need. Accessibility. Accessible hyperlinks ensure that all users, including those with disabilities, can effectively navigate your website. Search engine optimization. Strategic use of hyperlinks can improve the discoverability and ranking of your website on search engines. Conclusion. In this presentation, we've explored the essential role of hyperlinks in web development. By understanding the basic syntax, types, and best practices for creating hyperlinks, you now have the knowledge to enhance the user experience and improve the overall effectiveness of your websites. Remember to continuously test and refine your hyperlink structure to ensure seamless navigation and discoverability for your users. HTML form elements. Welcome to our comprehensive look at HTML form elements. We'll explore the basics of forms, their purpose, and the various components that make them powerful tools for data collection and user interaction. Basic structure of an HTML form. Form structure. Form defines the form and specifies where and how to send the data. Label provides a description for input fields. Input captures user data. Button submits the form. Example form. Action equals submit form. Method equals label for equals name. Label input type text ID. Name equals name. Required for equals email. Label input types email. I equals email. Name equals email. Required. Button type equals submit button. Form and HTML form elements. Text input type equals text. Single line text input. Password input type equals password input text area. Multi-line text input drop-down. Select drop-down menu radio button input. Type equals radio. Select one option checkbox. In type equals checkbox. Select multiple options. Form example username. Input type equals text ID equals username. Password. Input type was password ID. Code name equals password. Gender input type radio name equals gender value equal label. Male input type equals radio name equals gender value equals female. Label female. Label submitted button type submit button. Example of a complete form. Action equals submit form. Method equals post. This starts a form. When the form is submitted, the data will be sent to the submit form. Method equals post specifies how to send the form data. Label for equals the name username. Label input type equals text ID equals username. Name equals username. A label for the username input field. An input where users type their username. This is the key used to identify the field when data is submitted. Label for equals password. Password label input type equals password ID equals password name equals password. A label for the password input. A password field where characters are hidden. This is the key for the password data. Label gender label input type radio name equals gender value equals Mabel. Label input type equals radio name gender value equals female. Label female label. This section lets users pick a gender. Both radio buttons share the same name equals gender, so only one can be selected at a time. Value equals male or value equals female is the actual data sent when the form is submitted. Button type equals submit button, a submit button that sends the form data to the server. Advanced form example form action equals submit form method equals post starts a form that sends data to submit form using the post method. Post hides the data from the URL and is typically used when submitting sensitive or large amounts of data. Field set groups related elements within the form. Visually creates a box around these elements. Helps with form organization and accessibility. Legend, personal information legend, the title for the field set. It appears at the top of the box. In this case, it tells the user the section is about personal information. Label for equal date of birth. Label input type date ID name equals DOB. A label and input for date of birth. Type equals date gives the user a calendar picker in most browsers. The name equals DOB. This is the key that identifies this field in the submitted data. Label for each address. Label text area ID key as address name equals address text area. A label and a text area for entering the address. Text area lets users type in multiple lines. Name each address is used to identify this data when submitted. Button type equals submit button, a button that sends the form data to the server. Field set form key attributes of forms. One action specifies where to send the form data. Method get appends data to URL suitable for search queries. Post sends data securely in the request body. 3 target self opens in the same window tab. Blank opens in a new tab. Key attributes of forms action description specifies the URL where the form data will be sent after submission. Example form action equals submit data .php input text name username placeholder equals enter your username input type submit value use submit form. This form collects a username from the user, sends that data to submit data php using a get request, shows placeholder text to guide the user. Here the form data is sent to submit data.php when submitted method description defines the HTTP method used to send form data, get and post. Example form action login method equals input type text name equals user, input type password task pass, input type submit login form. This is a basic login form that asks for a username and password, uses a post request to send data to the server, sends the data to the login route for processing. Using method equals post keeps sensitive data out of the URL. Conclusion HTML forms are powerful tools for collecting user input. By combining various elements like text fields, drop-downs, checkboxes, and buttons, developers can create interactive and user-friendly forms suitable for various applications. Following best practices for accessibility, validation, organization, and responsiveness will ensure your forms provide an optimal experience for your users.